Hi, this is Polly with MLS Technology. I'm going to cover the difference in firm exclusive, coming soon, withdrawn, and clear cooperation 8.0, and what all of this means for you. There's one simple thing to remember. Within 1 day of getting a listing, you must take an action with the MLS. Your options are, you can submit a firm exclusive form. This is formally called a Form 9 or Office Exclusive. This means you're taking a listing, you do not intend to enter it into the MLS, and you're going to keep it in-house. You can enter the listing as coming soon. In the coming soon status, it can remain for up to 10 days. Once it reaches the end of the coming soon status, the system will automatically change it to active. You can enter the listing as active, or you can enter the listing and modify the status to withdrawn. Withdrawn means the listing agreement's in effect, but the property is not being marketed. Regarding Clear Cooperation 8.0, this is an NAR mandated rule. It was approved at the November 2019 NAR meetings, and it goes into effect on May 1st, 2020. The rule is on the screen, and this is pulled straight from the NAR website. You can go to their website, type in Clear Cooperation, and pull up a copy of this rule. Basically, what the rule says is once you take a listing and you begin to market that property, that would be any sort of marketing, a sign, social media, flyers, etc. You're required to enter that listing in the MLS system within 1 business day. So let's talk about some different scenarios and what your options are under all of these different categories. Scenario 1, you don't have a listing agreement. It would not fall under any of the categories because MLS requires you to have a listing agreement in order to enter the listing into the system. If you have a listing agreement, you can enter it under any of the categories. If you put a sign in the yard, it needs to be in the MLS system under a coming soon status or active under Clear Cooperation 8.0. If you're doing a firm exclusive or withdrawn, you cannot have a sign in the yard. If you're advertising the listing on social media, this is the same as a sign in the yard. It would need to be coming soon or active. Any sort of marketing is the same as the sign or social media. Showings. You can show the property if it's active under Clear Cooperation 8.0, or if you have a firm exclusive or it's withdrawn, you can show it within your firm only. You cannot do any showings if it's in the coming soon status. Presenting offers. You can present offers unless it's in a coming soon status. Showings and presenting offers are not allowed for coming soon. Sharing with agents in your company. That can be under any of the categories. Sharing with any agents, meaning outside of your company as well. That would need to be in the coming soon status or active under Clear Cooperation 8.0. Sharing with your client, that can be under any of the 4 categories. So now let's talk about the scenario as far as time frame and submission and entry and the requirements. When you have a listing agreement, like I previously mentioned, you're required to do one of the 4 within 1 business day. There are some additional documents and specific location of documents needed. As far as additional documents, if you're doing a firm exclusive, there's a firm exclusive form that needs to be filled out and signed by the seller. Coming soon, you would need the seller authorization form. An active listing under Clear Cooperation, there are no additional forms. And if you have a withdrawal, you would need the seller to sign a withdrawal form, which can be the MLS change form. Regarding location of documents, if you're filing a firm exclusive, meaning you're not planning on entering the listing into the MLS, you are required to keep a copy of that in your file, but you're also required to send that to the MLS within 1 business day of taking the listing. Coming soon and withdrawn, those documents stay in the broker file, and there's no additional documents for Clear Cooperation, which again is active. A lot of people call and ask about days on market and when and how that's calculated. Days on market is only calculated when a listing is active. So when the listing's active, days on market starts at 0 and counts up from there. It will not calculate under the other categories. Sign in the yard. If you put a sign in the yard, you are required to enter that listing under coming soon or active within 1 business day. Like I previously mentioned, you are not allowed to have a sign in the yard if you have a firm exclusive or if the listing is withdrawn. Social media is the same as a sign in the yard, 1 business day to enter that listing. Again, I want to circle back to the one simple thing to remember, because all of this can cause confusion, but if you just remember that within 1 day of getting a listing, you must take an action with the MLS, and you have the 4 choices listed on the screen. If you have additional questions or concerns, you can certainly email us. My email address is polly@mlstechnology.com, or you can give us a call, 918-664-0505. Thanks.